Good evening, everyone. My name is Sonia Galaviz. I'm a 5th grade elementary school teacher just down the road at Garfield. I'm here to spotlight the work of the elementary schools involved in that pilot program that Dick spoke about. So I'll be highlighting the work of the 3 schools and telling you what we've been up to. I have notes. I'm a teacher. Sorry about that. I'm like, how y'all doing it without notes? My goodness. So as a teacher, you know, I'm clearly biased. I feel like where it's at, where the future is at, is in the education of our little ones. Sometimes in progressive work, it feels like we're pushing boulders. But when you work with kids and you see how they respond to very simple initiatives like turning off the lights and recycling, their response is like an avalanche. It doesn't feel like pushing boulders anytime. So the first school we're going to talk about is Lowell Elementary. I want to give you just a little bit of information about Lowell and Garfield and Whitney. These are Title I schools, which for those of you who don't know, so they receive federal funds based on socioeconomic status of the family. So we've got low-income families, high populations of language learners, refugee kiddos, special needs programs. These schools are legit. I mean, they are the best place to work, unbelievable communities, great families, but we do have some challenges in what they're able to accomplish. I want to highlight their garden. It's amazing, right? That's their school garden where they're able to have produce and share with the community, and their PTA and the parents and the students. It is a well-oiled machine on what they're able to accomplish. One thing that's amazing about the cooperation within the school is how they get everybody involved. These are some 6th graders doing a milk audit on their own school. Milk in the Boise School District is a whole other beast of the cardboard versus the plastic. But these kids are involved in every initiative along the way. The 2nd graders have a worm composting. The 6th graders do the composting for the garden. It is truly a cooperative effort and school-wide effort. The kids, yeah, yay for Lowell. Lowell knows what they're doing, and what I think is key to it is that they are student-led initiatives. One of the beauty parts of being a teacher and being involved in education is being able to integrate these content areas. So here these girls are using math to create graphs and charts based on what the waste is in the, in the elementary school cafeteria, and then decide how they want to publicize that information and educate the students in the school. So this is all kid projects highlighted at Lowell. And they're proud of their work, and they're invested because they were able to be creative and they were able to affect some change in their own school. As a part of the education component that the kids are involved in, the kids produce the material that they're going to teach. They're the ones presenting. Here we're at Whitney Elementary. Whitney is a dual language school up on the bench. So here Whitney, the kids decided that they wanted individualized recycling bins for every single one of their classrooms, so they felt invested. They were able to get kids more, excited about recycling, and they did this cool, like integrated assembly called Tree City in honor of Arbor Day. So they had the kids involved, and they had the teachers involved, and they were able to make impact that way and get kids excited about recycling. They planted some trees outside in honor of Arbor Day. And as I know, when I've planted trees at Garfield, the kids are so protective of it and so proud of the work that they do. It does take some teachers getting pumped and involved with it. I mean, only a teacher can make, exciting some things that maybe when we were kids we seemed, mundane. So talking about pollinators and talking about how plants can make their own food, it's incredible, and the kids are invested. They too, Whitney has their own garden. They are attached to a community center, so they have unique opportunities to be cooperative and in partnerships with the community. So think about if you've been over there and have a chance to visit what's going on at that elementary school. It is open. It's run by Boise Parks and Rec. Yay, home, Grizzlies. Garfield, this is home school for me. So these are the littles. This is on our Zero Waste Day. One thing that I find empowering about being a teacher is I have control over means of production in my classroom. So when we talk about doing an initiative like Zero Waste Day and come up against barriers, I teach my kids from the beginning, proceed until apprehended, children, proceed until apprehended. So we plowed forward. My kids weren't interested in the bureaucracy that goes along with being an adult and trying to have big school-wide initiatives. All they knew is that they wanted to make it happen. They wanted to educate the classrooms. They're like, Miss G, we'll teach all the kids, don't worry. We'll get into the classrooms and we'll show them what to do. We'll show them how to recycle. Okay, so what do we do about the spoons? Miss G, don't worry, we'll do a school-wide drive and get spoons from home, real metal spoons, and then that won't be waste in the garbage cans. Miss G, don't worry, we got it. We'll work in shifts. We'll be down there and, you know, every 20 minutes and we'll make sure kids are knowing how to recycle. These are my kids. Garbage cans were over for the entire day. They said, no garbage, Miss G, only recycling, compost, or consumable. These are my babies. And their inspiration led me to this quote where I thought, you know, what we do in the classroom is critical. I'm biased, I know that. What we do with our children is the change we seek. Now I'm very blessed to be, thank you, Dick. In closing, I'm very blessed to be Latina. My father's from Mexico, and I learned a long time ago what my brother Mario was saying here, is that it is everybody together. So in honor of someone that has been an idol of mine since I was little, sitting around the kitchen table, and my dad talking about the workers' movement and Cesar Chavez and the boycotts of the grape fields, Cesar Chavez, before, as if I know him, Cesar, before he would go on a rally with his workers and before they would protest and they would strike, he would do an activity with them so they could feel the unity and the power of the people. So it starts off with a really slow clap, like this. And it gets a little faster. Woo! Our future is with our youth. Thank you so much.